Oh,
You had
we're there. We're
Yeah,
there.
we're here. We're live.
I'm here. We're our live, pal. We're a minute early. Oh, we are doing a mock draft starting at noon live with some people all over the internet. We're all going to have fun. This is a standard PPR. That kind of threw me off a little bit. Standard PPR. That means there's no super flex. There's no special rules. It's just a regular old PPR one quarterback league. We are. I do not have authority on this, so I can't start the draft. Do you have that, Justin?
Yeah, are you ready to go?
We are ready to go. It is not noon yet, but we're a minute away. We have someone on the clock at number 1. I'm picking from the 3 position. We have you picking from which position, Justin?
I'm at 10. I went late this time. I went 4th last time, so I'm going later in the draft. Since it's only a 30-second timer, we probably should start like at noon. So this first pick knows they're up.
I just want to say something about that. I know the first pick. I know who he is, and I would love it for him to be auto drafted. I would love it. I don't like him at all, Pete. You know who you are. Just kidding. I love you, Pete. I really do. But for all you audio listeners, you want to be a part of this, come join our YouTube page at Fins Talk Sports Network. It's very simple. You just go to YouTube, search Fins Talk Sports Network. We're there. We're live every single Wednesday night, usually Wednesday night, but I'm going to Dynamite tonight. And if you don't know what Dynamite is, it's wrestling. I'm going to be at a wrestling show. So that's why we're doing this during the day. And people like Dave, who are supposed to be part of the show, are not. He's not here. But he is drafting.
He's quote unquote working. So he's looking at TikTok.
So we're gonna go through this live draft for the next 45 minutes. He went CMC 101.
Christian McCaffrey.
I don't hate it. When you can get an elite running back, like the best running back in the world, go do it, because there's other receivers out there. I totally understand that.
I want the best player in the draft, and that's Justin Jefferson. I mean, I guess if you really want your running back and you think you can get wide receivers later in the draft, which I feel like you can, there are more wide receivers out there than running backs now. He's got his running back. I guess he's not going to be weak there. So
the very next 2 picks were Justin Jefferson at 2 and me. I took Jamar Chase, hoping Jefferson would slip by, but he just didn't do it. Didn't happen much. But what do you think about Travis Kelce going 4?
I think that's very bold of Pockets 1981. This isn't like a tight end premium league. This is just a standard PPR league. Yes, he is he's essentially the first receiving option in Kansas City, but there's other guys that you could get.
It's hard to recover when you take tight end early. We know that. Oh, we have the sound effects going on too. Hurry up.
You do. I don't.
Oh, I do. How do I turn that up? See, I'm not a fan of sleeper.
Okay,
guys.
so if you look at the screen, there's that little. Yeah, there you go.
I muted it.
All those notifications. Okay, so after Kelce at 4, we got Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp, Austin Eckler, and Dave is up. Let's see what Dave does here. I think he goes Bijan. Yep.
Yeah, he goes Bijan. Of course he goes Bijan. Why wouldn't he go Bijan?
This is probably my favorite player late in the draft. Late in the first round this year so far, I'm taking CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb in the first round, man. It's just does he get the volume? Does he demand the volume like a Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase or Cooper Kupp?
No, but I also don't have the first pick, so I'm getting what I can get.
I'm just honestly blown right now that you didn't go AJ Brown. I think he's a better option. Gets more of
let's see what the next 2 people do here. I think AJ Brown here 2-1. So 111 was Saquon Barkley, Nick Chubb at 112. Oh, dang. Amon-Ra, and then AJ Brown at 2-2. So
I did call out AJ Brown so Chris Joe can snipe him right before you. That was great. That was brilliant by me. Brilliant.
All right, so Jonathan Taylor.
All good, Charlene. Hold on. All good, Charlene. Just don't let it happen again. All right. No more apps freezing at 103.
She got Tyreek Hill. She's fine. Oh crap! How much? I got 4 seconds. Oh god. Devontae Adams.
Wow.
That was a move right there for me.
We've all been there in any kind of format, whether live drafts or computer drafts or anything. The impulse, like I don't know who to go, and your time's built. You just Devontae Adams. We just throw someone up.
Any normal day, I would take Jonathan Taylor. I don't know what that playing situation is going to be like in Indianapolis this year, so I had to go with the proven guy, Devontae Adams.
Yeah, so what do you think about Viking Dave and Chris C. Girardi 89? Both going back-to-back running backs, getting that running back market in a year where we all are going receivers. They're going running backs. That's
Well, the
pretty
NFL is
bold.
also going all receivers. That's why Jonathan Taylor is disputed right now. Between the two of them, I like the Austin Eckler, Derrick Henry move better than the Bijan, Jonathan Taylor move. I know you're huge on Bijan. I'm just bigger on Henry and Eckler than I am on Taylor right now, and
Oh,
that's
boy.
hard for me to say right now.
Oh boy.
I should have took Chubb over Barkley. Thought with the ADP, Chubb might come back around.
You see, early on, Chris,
Oof.
you cannot. You can't draft with
Waddle
ADP.
right before you.
I was legit
That's so
ready to get
tough.
up and do my Waddle dance
That's
and
so
be so
tough.
happy. But Jalen Waddle got sniped right before me. That's all. That's all I was thinking about the whole
That's
way
so
back.
tough for you.
How can I get Jalen Waddle? How can I get Jalen Waddle? You have to pivot. So my next favorite player on the board is Ramondre Stevenson. I think he's in the top 4 of my running backs. I think he's going to have a tremendous year. Jamar Chase, Ramondre Stevenson. I would prefer Waddle, but I'm okay with Stevenson there.
That's fair. You're higher on Stevenson than I am. I mean, you have him as RB4. He's going as RB7 right now. So
yes. And yes, if you are new to this channel and you like doing live mocks or fantasy football content or Miami Dolphins content or sports in general, make sure you smash that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Come back. Like I said, we're here live every Wednesday, usually at 8 p.m. Eastern. Today's a special show, noon. But if these are popular and these gain some traction, we might be doing some more noon shows, live drafts, or any kind of other formats you guys would like.
Yeah.
So
All right,
what do you
so we
think
got-
about, I want to, before we go into it, we had 2 quarterbacks go back to back, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen was drafted first. He was taken over Mahomes. Now, to me, Josh Allen is the quarterback. What I have him 4? I have him 4th. Maybe 3rd. I had him 3rd. That's right, 3rd. Because I have him, then I have Mahomes, Hurts, Allen, and then Lawrence. Do you think the rushing upside of Josh Allen combats the passing upside of Patrick Mahomes? I don't.
I don't either.
I just want the guy.
I think studs are studs. I'm taking Patrick Mahomes over Josh Allen this year, and you're getting a guy. You're getting the guy who's scoring 30 points a game, no matter what. I mean, Josh Allen's rushing touchdowns might outweigh, but Patrick Mahomes just hasn't. I mean, he's getting touchdowns over Allen and Hurts. I would probably lean Hurts, to be honest with you, but I would have taken Mahomes instead of Allen right there.
So I went Jalen Hurts, quarterback early. I don't ever do quarterbacks early.
Look at you.
Ever.
Yeah.
But I want to try, and that's why we mock draft, to practice, to see what works, what does not work.
Oh, Charlene, I'm so sorry for you.
What happened?
I thought Mahomes was gone. She thought Mahomes was gone.
Well, she knows. She knows.
I'd look at the board. All right.
Hey, that's a real thing. I've seen people draft people like he was still there, like legitimate. So it happens. That's why we mock.
It happens. That's exactly why you mock. All right. Oh, it's coming back up.
C. Girardi, knowing C. Girardi 89 at the 9 or the 8 spot, he's definitely gonna go Keenan Allen. Oh, he went Keenan Allen, just like I predicted.
You definitely just predicted that 5 seconds ago. Breece Hall, interesting move by Dave here with 3 early running backs. I have my wide receivers. I need a running back here. I think I'm going to end up going with a top 10 guy for me. I believe Travis Etienne.
Now we're to Chris, where Chris has Saquon Barkley and AJ Brown. I don't know where he wants to go in this situation.
I feel like he's got to go running. Yep. Okay.
We'll find out. Aaron Jones. I love Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones over Najee. A lot of people would snark at that. Not me. I think he's great. I think he's in my top 10. Aaron Jones is going to get the ball there in Green Bay.
Yeah. Especially when there's not really much of that offense right now, and Jordan Love's gonna need the help. So
can we take some time? I know you're about to pick and Dave's about to pick, but I want to talk about Dave's build real quick. Sitting there at the 9. Dave is our 3rd co-host. He cannot be here today because he's obviously working, as he says he has a real job. He took Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor, and Breece Hall. I have no problem with Bijan at 9. Jonathan Taylor, we don't know the situation. Is he going to hold out? Is he going to play? Is he going to be on the NIFL? What's the situation there with Jonathan Taylor? And then you have Brees Hall, who's coming off that major injury. You have Dalvin Cook in there, being touted, being scouted to be signed there. If Dalvin Cook signs there, that's going to take away from Brees Hall. I don't like his situation. Then he went Lamar Jackson at the 4th spot. So you're telling me he doesn't want receivers and he wants 2 running backs that are in question and 1 stud. That build right there is going to be hard to overcome. But if someone can, I know it's Viking Dave.
Bold move. See if it plays out for him.
What's going on, Dave? Stager in the chat. Love you. We're not going to talk any crap about the Packers today. I promise. Not one. I love the Packers. Go Pack, go. All day.
So I'm not usually one to reach for quarterbacks in the first 8 rounds of a standard PPR 1 quarterback league. I had to go with Justin Fields in 4-3. If I've learned anything from the last year, it's to get your guy. And I don't think he's going to reach back to 5th round. I could have probably gone with literally anybody else other than the quarterback position, but I had to get my guy. And like I said, Justin Fields will be the 101 of quarterbacks this year. So
you're crazy.
Best quarterback in the league.
You're crazy. So we have pockets on the clock now. He's taking Travis Kelce, Jalen Waddle, and Josh Jacobs. 3 awesome picks. Who's he going to snipe for me this time? Because there is one guy I want.
DeAndre Hopkins, probably.
That guy
it's going to be
not.
DeAndre.
You don't talk about him right now because you don't talk. You don't talk about my guy because I was criticized for taking this guy, DeAndre Hopkins, in the 4th round.
I know. That's why I'm saying he's going. He's taking Calvin.
Right there.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to back it up. I'm stuck with DeAndre Hopkins. I'm all in on DeAndre Hopkins. You can't tell me DeAndre Hopkins is going to be. Wow.
I know you're all in on DeAndre Hopkins. You have him. Well, actually, we haven't posted those rankings yet, so I can't spoil it for everybody.
No, we can spoil the receiver rankings. I have Hopkins pretty high.
You have him at 17.
And I don't understand why people have him so low. Did he die? Did DeAndre Hopkins die and not tell me? Did he break his neck and nobody told me?
I don't like
last I saw him, he was still performing with pretty poor quarterback play.
I just don't like that quarterback situation. Why didn't Carolina keep him?
You mean Arizona?
Arizona, Carolina.
He wanted out. That place is blowing up. That place is rebuilding. Nobody wants to be there. I totally understand why he wanted out. Josh Wingate in the chat says, "Do y'all work?"
We do. Josh, we're on lunch.
We're working right now, buddy. This is what we do. The comments do blur out our faces. It's all right.
It's all right. It's fine. Honestly, what's more important right now, the comments or our faces?
Oh, I am on the clock. Clock. J.K. Dobbins and Dameon Pierce went right before me. I'm not in the running back market, so that doesn't really affect me too much. Man, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to be hurt. I'm okay with it, but I'm going to take the upside on 100 catches from a tight.
Oh, from a tight end. Okay.
From a tight end position. Oh. I'm okay with taking Kyle Pitts in the upside in the 5th round. That's someone that scares me. That's someone that could be tight end 1, which they have not been released yet, but my tight end rankings, I have Kyle Pitts number 2 overall.
You do.
I do think he's going to have a big year. Shut up the haters. I mean, his rookie season, he surpassed 1,000 yards. And then last year, he was hurt. Marcus Mariota was steering that ship. That whole offense through the air was a disaster. How could you put that on Kyle Pitts? Now you say they have Desmond Ridder now. What's going to change? I'm banking on Tyler Heineke playing at some point in this season, and Tyler Heineke can sling the ball around. I'm okay with Kyle Pitts. If you're in on Drake London, you have to be in on Kyle Pitts.
Are we in on Drake London right
Someone
now?
took him at 412.
I mean, at 412, that's fair. They should have doubled down and went Kyle Pitts at 501.
Pete wouldn't do that. Pete doesn't have the. I'm not going to say it. we have new people in the chat, and I don't want to scare them away with mine.
So what do you think Sean does here? He goes 3 wide receivers and a running back so far through the first 4 rounds. I'm feeling he's going Miles Sanders here, and damn, I would be good, wouldn't I?
Did he really go Miles Sanders?
He went Miles Sanders.
I'm not gonna lie. Sean K813. I've drafted with this guy many times. I've known Sean for a very long time. He has improved his fantasy game tremendously. Seriously, I'm not even joking, Sean. I know you're there. You have improved. You and Renee are the top 2 most improved players, and I want to say it's because you listen to us weekly. But I know that you're doing your own work and you're putting in the work, so you're putting up a great draft. Cooper Kupp, Garrett Wilson, DK Metcalf, Kenneth Walker, and Miles Sanders. Those are bangers.
I'm Damn, I was okay. I thought Dave was gonna take Jerry Judy there. I like my favorite thing of the year so far has been stacking. So I'm gonna go ahead and stack with DJ Moore and Justin Fields. I'm gonna just continue to punt that running back position after getting ETN. Judy went right after me to Chris.
You know, I can't hate that team either. Chris over there at the 111 putting together a banger as well. It seems like the back end of the draft is going running back heavy, and you're going to notice that in real drafts too. Look at that. Team 12 has 3 running backs. Team 11, 3 running backs. Team 9, 3 running backs. You know, whereas the people on the front more diverse. You have quarterbacks, you have tight ends, and you have look at that. Picks 2 through 4.
Damn.
Actually, yeah, picks 2 through 5 all have a quarterback and a tight end or some kind of variation. It's pretty insane right now.
Team 12 with the 4th running back through 6 rounds, and I have 20 seconds. I just realized that.
Hey man, you can never have enough. You can never have enough running backs. We know that. That happens. That's why I don't draft them early. I like to my thing is I like to get one stud, and then I'll just Frankenstein the second one.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
You can't just did that. I mean, Frankenstein.
I just did it.
What do you mean you just did it?
Dalvin Cook.
That's not a Frankenstein. That's a
You
stud.
don't even know if he's going to play.
He's going to play.
He's going to play.
He's going to play. And he's a stud.
What do you think about what do you think about Dalvin Cook going later in rounds, knowing more that he's most likely going to play for the Jets? But Breece Hall is going in the 3rd round right here.
So you're asking me, who do I want at their ADP? That's basically what you're asking me.
I mean, yeah. Do you think Dalvin moves up the ADP if and when he does sign with the Jets?
I do, but I don't see him going anywhere higher because I think people have this Le'Veon Bell or this Melvin Gordon, or any
team, so
any aging running back going to a different team. They usually don't work out. Leonard Fournette was a outlier. There's been outliers, of course, before.
Well, when you go to play with Tom Brady, I mean that's a.
But as far as the whole stigma around the running backs getting cut at an older age and going to a different team, people aren't really drafting those players anymore.
Dude,
what are you shaking your head for? What are you shaking your head for?
Nothing.
You don't like that I took Christian Kirk there at 6'10"?
I don't like it.
I think I have Christian Kirk higher than you in my rankings.
You have him much higher. You have him at 20.
I know. I'm huge on Christian Kirk. Everyone thinks Calvin Ridley is going to be the dude there. I really don't. I think Christian Kirk will still be the target hog.
I think Christian Kirk might be the one wide receiver on both of our rankings that we have the biggest difference on.
Christian Kirk, you're a hater, huh? You just do not love Christian Kirk. Why is that?
I'm at 36.
He's still going to demand 120 targets. It's not like Calvin Ridley's coming in here and taking 150 targets away from Christian Kirk. It's not going to happen. They're still going to have equal value target-wise. It's just what is Christian Kirk going to do with his targets compared to Calvin Ridley? Kirk's will be more of midfield, short range, and get that yak, hopefully in the red zone. Whereas Calvin Ridley's going to be a big play physical player, which I prefer. I always prefer. Like the Chris Godwins to Evans, right?
You
the guy who's going to catch more balls. Oh, I'm up. I'm on the clock. might as well
double down on the Mike
Evans.
Guy,
this dirtbag, I thought Dave was the dirtbag of the show, but this dirtbag was watching me getting timed out. He didn't even want to tell me.
Well, you were going on about Christian Kirk. I had to let you talk.
I took Mike Evans.
Oh gosh, you did. You're pretty wide. I mean, not wide receiver heavy, but I mean, you got 4 wide receivers through 7 rounds. I don't hate them. Chase Hopkins, Evans, and Kirk in that order for me. You got some guys on there that are gonna be prove-its. They're not gonna go out there and get you 20, 25 points a game, but they could.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Christian Kirk and Mike Evans are my not dart throws, but they're a good quarter or receiver.
They're 2 solid flexes, yeah.
Now let's go over to Sean. Let's go to Sean again, real quick. God, he went 3 receivers in a row, 4 running backs in a row. James Cook, Rachaad White, Miles Sanders, Kenneth Walker. Would you feel comfortable going into the season not drafting another running back? Like those are your guys. Would you feel comfortable?
I think I would, honestly. I really would.
Dak Prescott. I love that pick for you, Chris.
Really
I love that pick for you.
The bye weeks here. Let's see. So we got a week 5 bye. either way, all four of
Quarterbacks.
them aren't going to be gone at the same time. So I'm fine with that. I probably would start flipping this and filling in the rest of your positions, wide receivers, maybe some more. What quarterbacks? This might be a spot where he gets Tua as the next quarterback coming up. I would love that for him.
Who? For who?
Sean,
Chris?
for
For
Sean.
Sean?
For
Sean
Sean.
ain't picking. Sean ain't picking Tua. Sean's a hater.
Sean's a Tua hater. Okay. I mean, he could wait a couple more rounds to get Anthony Richardson or Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, we know Cousins.
I mean, this
probably
is redraft. He can go Aaron Rodgers too.
Oh yeah, he could definitely go Aaron Rodgers. But you're on the clock, Justin. I'm gonna let you. Oh, Tua just went. Chris,
Oh god.
you did it. I like that. I love Tua. I don't like going quarterback back to back, especially in a one quarterback league, Chris. But I do love Tua. I have him ranked in my top 10. I think he's going to have a phenomenal year. If you go back to our bold statement show up here on the Finstock Sports Network, I think I said Tua is going to lead all quarterbacks in touchdown passes.
You did.
That was one of my bonus bold
You did.
predictions. Huge on Tua.
Dave continues to take the player right after me that I probably would have taken had I not taken the player I did. So far, Javonte Williams, Michael Pittman. I wouldn't have taken Lamar, but Jonathan Taylor. Those three players I would have taken, but he took it right after me anyway.
So Dave took Javonte Williams in the 8th round. If there was no injury concern and there was no recovery time or any kind of situation, Javonte Williams would be a top 3 round pick.
And right now, there aren't many injury concerns coming out of Broncos camp right now. So
yeah,
I almost took him there. Exactly. Is that true? That's the biggest thing. You're on the clock with 20 seconds. That's the really biggest thing there is, will he be injured this year? When is that hammer going to drop? And I feel like it's going to drop at some point.
I'm going to reach bit, even though I don't need to, but I just want to lock this guy in. I'm going Zay Flowers. I wasn't a fan of him coming to the rookie drafts for my redraft dynasty leagues, but I've seen camp. I've seen tapes. I'm falling in love. I want more Zay Flowers on my team. I don't care. 8th round is perfect for me in that situation. Rashad Bateman's dead to me. Dead.
You see Chris's comment here, how he took Tua because we said Sean should take Tua, so he sniped him.
Yeah, I was looking at tight end, but didn't love any of them here. 7 seconds that y'all said Tua. Yeah, I have Tua ranked over Dak. I know a lot of people don't. I get it. I understand. I feel like if this was a real draft, you'd be starting Tua more often, so that Dak pick would have been a waste. But it's actually good security knowing that you have a solid quarterback if Tua does get hurt. It's okay. I don't hate it. What do we got going on here? I'm on the clock. Yep. I'm on the clock. What do? I hate all these people. These people all are awful. This is the worst of the worst. I
think you should just take Kadarius Toney. Yeah.
No, I'm going Brandon Cooks. I've always been a Brandon. He's a veteran. He's someone that can step in and give me 12 points if I need something in a bye week filler. 9th round. In that offense, he's been showing flashes. Give me Brandon Cooks, man. He's cheap. He's one of those guys who could be a wide receiver too, just by playing every game and getting you like 14 points. What do we got here? Let's talk about sweating 1-6. So she has Josh Allen, which she wanted Mahomes. I understand.
That's fair.
She wasn't there. But she went Jahmyr Gibbs and then Deebo Samuel and then Alexander Madison, Dallas Goedert, and then went 3 receivers in a row. Deontay Johnson, he's going to get that volume. Gabe Davis is a good splash player, and we don't know about Elijah Moore in the 9th round. He showed flashes his rookie season. He's in Cleveland now. Do you think they're going to throw the ball enough for Elijah Moore and Deshaun Watson to be as effective as we want them to be?
The real question is, are they going to be able to give him enough targets? Because there are also a lot of other wide receivers that Cleveland likes here. And give me just 30 seconds here because it's my pick on the board. Oh, I don't like any of this.
Well, as you're picking, I can talk about that Elijah Moore situation. See, I was huge on Elijah Moore. I was huge on Deshaun Watson. I still am. I think he's a phenomenal football player. But Kevin Stefanski over there in Cleveland, they just don't throw the ball. They're in the bottom 5 of passing attempts every single year. This dating back to his days in Minnesota when they had Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen. I remember someone telling me on Twitter that, Stefanski didn't throw the ball because look at the receivers they had, and they were running out Brissett. Yeah, but look at before. They had Stephon Diggs over there in Minnesota and Adam Thielen with Kirk Cousins, and you still did. Yeah, but you had Dalvin Cook. I get it, but you still didn't throw the ball. It took Stefanski to leave for them to be a passing attacked offense over there in Minnesota. Now he goes to Cleveland, where they have Nick Chubb, who's the best running back in the world on the ground. He's not as versatile as a CMC, but as a runner, him and Derrick Henry are 1 and 2. So are they still going to throw the ball? Bottom 5. I think they are. That's why I'm not touching these guys. I'm not touching Amari Cooper. I'm not touching Elijah Moore. I'm not touching Deshaun Watson.
That's fair.
No rebuttal.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
What I'm saying is I just dropped down the hammer and I want people to listen. Avoid these players. Add ADP. Take them a little bit later. And I'm not trashing the pick at Deshaun Watson at 7-8. That's great for a quarterback. 7-8, but I'd rather have Rodgers at 8-6. Sean's stealing this draft. Sean's having a phenomenal draft. I don't know about Jameson Williams at 9-7, Sean. That was awful. I'm only saying that because I know Sean. I love you, Sean. Anyway, what else is going on in this draft? So we haven't looked at the 5, the team with Mahomes. The running back situation, we don't know what's going on with Kamara. I know he met with the NFL. Isaiah Pacheco, we don't know about him. He's
injured. He's probably going to miss several weeks to start the season. Brian Robinson is RB1 potentially for his team here. He does have some decently. Actually, I don't love his team altogether. Stephon Diggs, Patrick Mahomes, Chris Olave, Terry McLaurin, Hawk, Kamara, Pacheco, Burks, and Robinson.
I don't hate it. I know you say you don't.
I don't love it.
But Mahomes can mask he can cover a lot. So if you're lacking at a position, and that's what you want to do. Like, that's how I look at things. I go, okay, how do I want to win? I look at the league scoring. Okay, maybe I need 120 points to win this week or any week. An average of 120 points gives me a win. So I do my math. Okay, Mahomes will get me 30. This person will give me this. So as long as Mahomes can make up that difference with the running back room, this guy's still got a chance because Diggs, Olave, and McLaurin are top-end talents. Oh, I'm on the clock.
Dave is being very rude right now.
Dave is the rudest.
He's saying first he's upset that we didn't give him the link for the show, and then now, even though he's working, and he said he's still drafting a better team than both of us bums. So, Charlene.
Hey, Cousins is very good though.
Cousins is pretty solid, especially in the 10th round. I'm liking your team. I think you need a running back, but I'm liking your team right now.
But the running backs are dry, man. There's like nobody left. There's Samaje Perine, Khalil Herbert, Devon A-Chain, Damian Harris. These are all guys I don't want. There is a sleeper down there, but I don't think he's even going to be able to save anyone's team if you don't have a running back yet. But I think everyone, I'm the only one that's running back lists. I have Ramondre Stevenson and Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah, there's been a couple of redrafts where I think I waited till the 9th or 10th round to draft my first running back, and then I just went running backs for the next 6 rounds because I figured eventually one of them is going to hit. That's a best ball league at least, so that does help me out a little bit. I don't need to know when they're going to hit; they just need to hit.
So that's my strategy going the rest of the way. I will not draft another receiver, tight end, or quarterback. I'm going strictly running back in hopes that one hits, and that's to pair up with my Ramondre Stevenson, my super stud at the 101 or the running back 1 position. Her plan was running back. That happens. It happens too often. Where I'm like, I'm going to draft this guy, and then you look away for a second because you're doing something else, or you got to do something, and all of a sudden you get out. Yeah, your app freezes, or you find a dead zone, and all of a sudden you get auto drafted. Is Dave texting us? Is he threatening us via text?
He did. He hasn't texted us since I didn't respond back.
Oh, hold on. Let me read these texts out loud to everyone. These bitches really didn't even send me a link to join the show. Middle finger. Justin replies, "You are working." Dave responds, "And I'm still drafting a better team than both of you bums." Thank you for the input, Dave. Very positive.
Very positive on this show. Oh, crap. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you're up, but you just auto-drafted. Hey, you took Khalil Herbert.
That's who. You know what? You know
That's
why?
Who you're going to take.
That's who I was going to take.
That's who I was about to take in the 11th round, so nice.
We're only going 13 rounds?
Yeah, we're only doing 13.
Oh, we're gonna crush this.
Nothing
We're actually gonna
crazy.
finish it. Yeah, we're actually
Yeah.
gonna finish it. Hey, what's up for next week? Now that we have time to talk about it.
Next week, that would be a fantastic question if I was prepared for that question. But next week is going to be Peacock's Gotta Fly.
Ooh, Peacock's gotta fly.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that means, you gotta tune in for next week. That is our, everyone has their guys, my guys. We have Peacocks, and Peacock's gotta fly. And I want to get my Peacocks. We're talking about our favorite players going into the 2023 season. I will have my guys. Justin will have his. Dave, I
Might
don't
have
know if he
his.
will. He might. Who knows? It might be Rashad White, Mike Evans to trick everyone that plays fantasy football with him in real life. It might be Justin Jefferson and then Alexander Madison because he's a homer. We never know with Dave. He just brings whatever he wants to the table.
Justin Jefferson, definitely. He's the sleeper of the year, as Dave would put it. So,
yeah. Oh, man. I'm excited for that show, though. I have some.
it'll be fun.
I
And
think you guys-
that gets into week 1 of the preseason too. So football's back.
Football yes.
is
Is there
all the way
when does
back.
football start? When is the Hall of Fame game?
I think that's this. I don't think it's tomorrow. I think it's next week.
Will Josh Jacobs be playing again? That's what I want to know. And will everyone freak out and say Josh Jacobs is a bum and Zamir White's going to take over? That's my favorite part. Overreactions.
Who is in the Hall of Fame
Ooh.
game?
I couldn't tell you. I'm not going to lie to everyone out there. I watch preseason, but I don't really take much stock into it because I think it's all
Nobody should.
smoke and mirrors. I think it's all.
Oh, Browns Jets. I mean, who cares? But maybe we'll get to see Zach Wilson play.
Ooh, I'm excited for Zach Wilson. I cannot wait to see Mr. Zach Wilson come out there.
See how his stock improves this year.
So Dave took one of my guys, Devin Singletary, 11-9. I think that's going to be a tremendous pick for anyone that does take Devin Singletary. He's going to get some targets there in Houston in that disgusting offense. Disgusting. Disaster.
Dave has been really quick to pick his players. So
well, because he's on auto draft because he's working. Working. We're working too, David.
We are working. Again, we're doing this podcast. Also, I'm on lunch, so screw you, Dave.
Oh, I'm on the clock. My last
yep.
two picks. I'm going running backs only, guys. So if you want a running back, I'm sorry about your luck. I am taking. Oh, they're all disgusting.
They are all disgusting.
They're all disgusting. I guess I'm taking
Lenny.
I guess I'm taking.
He's not even available.
Raheem Mostert, and I'll tell you why. Because he's annoying. He's going to be there in Miami, and he's going to start, and it's going to be ugly. He's going to get us 3.8 yards per carry, and he's going to suck. But just in case he's good, I'll pick him up. That's the end of the rounds for me. I just take running backs that maybe can make it. Just because look at my other. Why would I invest in another tight end or another quarterback? I'm never going to start him. Never. I'm never going to start anyone over Kyle Pitts. I'm never going to start anyone over Jalen Hurts.
No. The only reason, and you could look at this later in the draft because there's still starting quarterbacks out there, is you're going to need somebody for the bye week. But even then, you could
work around it. And I see a lot of people like to pick their backup quarterbacks, which a lot of people are going to do here, which I totally get. I understand. It's just for me, I'd rather have that extra player going into the preseason. If they pop off and they get a starting job, I have them. Whereas a quarterback, I could find a streamer like Jerome Ford. If Nick Chubb goes down, I'm not saying Jerome Ford's going to take over that backfield and be Nick Chubb, but he's definitely has a easier path to fantasy.
Oh, for real. I love Jerome Ford this year. There with no Kareem Hunt, nobody as really the RB2. He's going in as RB2 this year. I love that pick.
Joey Chestnut was drafted. Is that a real person?
Well, that's a Titans fan too. So
is that a real person balling?
That is, Ollie? But so he's got Burks, Okonkwo, and Chestnut. So, yep, that's all I'm going to say about that.
as the draft is, slowing down and we're about to get to completion, I just want to thank everyone for joining this. We are going to do more mock shows. If you did like the show, please make sure you subscribe. Again, we're here every Wednesday night. We're a smaller show. Everything counts. Everything matters. Every like, every subscription really means the world to us. It really keeps us going. So please do that. We're here again every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. This is a special mock draft time at noon. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Josh Kimball OUS, at Justin Bowerly, and of course at Viking Dave. Andre Williams says Josh team is trash.
Damn.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Andre Williams. I tried my best. I need more running backs. I know that. I kind of got wide receiver happy, but you didn't have to be so mean, Andre. But thank you for watching. Charlene, despite all of my mishaps, your comment went away. I don't hate my team. Would have taken P. Ryan over Kirk Cousins, but oh well. Yes, P. Ryan over Kirk Cousins would have been
a lot better.
Really, really good. But Chris Joel Smith, thank you so much for coming. If you do like us, make sure we are going to be sending out more invites as we go on, as the season goes. Don't love my last pick. I had no idea who to take. Let's see who that was.
Yeah, and so
whoa,
Romeo Dukes. Oh wait, no, wrong guy.
Chris, if I didn't have
Mingo,
if I didn't have a million receivers, that's my late round target. That's who I'm drafting every single time in the late round. That is a phenomenal pick because he's a rookie paired with a rookie quarterback. And if they hit magic, you get a number one receiver for free because I don't see Terrace Marshall, Adam Thielen doing anything there. And Mingo, I don't know, could be the guy. So take the dart throw. Why not?
So it's important to know here, if you are interested in future mock drafts, hopefully maybe Josh might get Charlene's comment off of my face here. Be sure to follow OUSFF Pod on Twitter and Instagram. We will be posting the links on Twitter for all of you to join future mock drafts. We might be just doing these randomly throughout the week, so be sure to follow again OUSFFPOD on Twitter and Instagram for all your news and updates for fantasy.
And I do have something kicking, some ideas kicking around in my head. I've been asked by a couple people for doing a listener league, obviously just like this for you guys. People want to join for free of charge. Of course, we will be giving away a prize possibly, but I wanted to do something else, and I want to get your opinion, Justin and Viking Dave. Either a listener league with 3 of us, and then what was 9 plus 3 with 9 other people. I'm not good at math. And then obviously have a listener league, give away a prize at the end, or a weekly DFS game where we keep the scores in the highest winner of that DFS. So every week you score 120, whatever that goes towards your standings, and you build a new lineup every week. And then at the very end of the season, the person with the most points wins. Either one.
Interesting. That is interesting.
I like either one. So,
and let's stop sharing the screen here. But I don't hate that. I guess it really depends on how many people are interested. I mean, if we can get 12 people, then great. If we can get 100 people, even better. But
so
I'd be curious to figure out the DFS format. For
DFS
this.
format's fun because people can come. There could be weekly prizes. We could do like a setup, a $5 one, weekly prizes of winner gets all of that, and plus the yearly standings gets the bigger prize. That'd be pretty fun. But I do want to say thank you guys again. We're gonna go ahead out of here. We're gonna get back to our real life jobs. I know, boring, fun. Thank you so much. In the chat, if you're still here in the sleeper mock drafts, and if you're interested in a listener league or a DFS league, let us know. Comment in that sleeper chat so I know I can get your information down and I could add you to the list, and we can get that thing rolling because we are about a month away almost from real NFL. So we want to get this thing sorted out and started. Until next week, we're going to be doing Peacocks, our favorite players, Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Until then, anything else you want to say, Justin?
No, just be sure to follow OUSFFPOD on Twitter and Instagram.
Peace out, guys.